Good morning, kids. How are you? I hope you all are well at your home. Okay, let's start today's session with the topic acid rain. Okay, then what is acid rain? Rain containing acid in it is called acid rain. Now the question comes from where that acid comes into the rain. Then it is due to the pollution. The gases such as carbon dioxide, then sulfur dioxide. Now it is, I think this font will be visible to you. Okay, then due to the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, these pollutant, these are responsible for the acid present into the rain. These react with the water vapors, and then acid is formed into the atmosphere. And when the rain comes, then with the rain that acid comes down, and that rain having the acid is called acid rain. Okay. Now, acid rain, what are the effect of acid rain? Then acid rain makes the water of the lakes, ponds and rivers too acidic, so that the organisms which are inside that water, they suffer, they get killed. The next is the acid rain eats up the leaves of the trees gradually, and by losing the leaves, the tree, obviously the tree die. And acid rain also damages the crop plant in the field. It also changes the nature of the soil and also kills the microorganisms present into the soil. Next is acid rain damages the metal structure. The surface of the metal is corroded by metal. Corrosion action takes place, due to which the metal surface that damages. Then acid rain damages the surface of the building, monuments, which are made up of marble. And I can show you one of the picture. Now see in this picture, in the first you can see the effect of the uh, acid rain on the trees, plants, and in the second you can see this is a statue. The surface has been corroded due to the acid rain. It is the effect of the acid rain. Okay. Now next is the neutralization. Next topic is neutralization. What is neutralization? Okay. Now acid and base. See this reaction. Acid and base, when we mix them, then the effect of the acid and base, both effect will finish, and the new substance is formed, that is called salt. It means acid and bases, these are opposite in nature. When the acid is mixed with the base, they neutralize the effect of each other, and the substance which is not basic, not acidic, that is formed, it is the salt. And water is also formed, and heat is evolved in this reaction. Whenever these two will react, then heat will be evolved. It is exothermic reaction in which heat is evolved. Now one example is also given to you. This is hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide, HCl plus NaOH. It when these two base react, base and acid, HCl is acid and NaOH is base. When these two react with each other, then NaCl is formed, which is a salt. This chemical is salt. And water is produced, and heat is also evolved in this process, right? Okay. If dilute sulfuric acid is added to the lime water, then neutralization reaction takes place, and the mixture becomes hot. Always neutralization reaction is a exothermic reaction, and exothermic reaction means heat is evolved, right? That's why the mixture become hot. It is written mixture become hot due to the being the exothermic reaction. Now next is neutralization in the everyday life. Then in the everyday life also we can see a lot of example of this neutralization reaction. Now the treatment of an insect or ant testing, remedy of indigestion, then soil treatment of the factory waste, these all in all these neutralization reaction is involved. Now see one by one. The first is indigestion. This is also called the acidity, right? Indigestion, it is also called the acidity. Then we all know in our stomach, hydrochloric acid is present. Hydrochloric acid is present in the stomach. This hydrochloric acid help in digestion of the food. It makes the food soft, it kills the bacteria, and sometimes excess of the hydrochloric acid is produced in the stomach, which cause the acidity and or we can say indigestion. And due to this indigestion and acidity, this we can say this condition is very painful. To treat such indigestion caused by the acidity, antacid tablets or liquids are taken, right? Then the first which is taken, that is the milk of magnesia. The first is milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia, chemically it is the magnesium hydroxide. The chemical which is present in it, that is the magnesium hydroxide. This is called milk of magnesia. It react with the acid which is present in the stomach. HCl then क्या बना देता है, ये आपका बना देता है magnesium hydroxide. It means MgOH. Then H2O will be formed and MgCl2 will be formed, which is a salt. Now next is another antacid which is used, that is the baking soda. Baking soda, this is also called sodium hydrogen carbonate. The chemical is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and these two are given for treating the indigestion. These two neutralize the acid present into the stomach. Now next is the ant bite. Not only in the ant bite or the some of the insect bite, they also that sting, or we can say when an ant or bee stings us, then it is very painful and irritable. This is because of the secretion of the formic acid, due to the secretion of formic acid from the insect sting. And for relief, we can immediately apply the baking soda or calamine solution in it. Baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and calamine is zinc carbonate. These two can apply for the ant bite to neutralize the formic acid. These two can neutralize the formic acid. Right? This being a base, baking soda solution or the calamine solution neutralize the acidic liquid or the acid, formic acid present, or we can say that is injected by the ant in our body. Then some of the insect release base in our body as the wasp. Wasp sting is basic in nature, so the vinegar is used to get the relief. Vinegar is rubbed on that particular place. Okay. Now next is the soil treatment. Then plant grow well in the balanced soil, not too much acidic, not too much basic. Then the excess use of the fertilizer, chemical fertilizer also use the soil acidic. Then if the soil is acidic, then it should be treated with the quick lime, calcium oxide, or the slag lime, which is called calcium hydroxide, right? And these base neutralize the excess acid present in the soil and reduce its acidic nature. And the second condition, if the soil is basic, then the organic matter or the manure should be added in it. They produce this manure will produce the acid, and the basic nature will the base will be neutralized, and the this nature will be basic nature will be reduced. Now next is the factory waste. Factory waste, we all know about it. Factory waste contain acid in it. If these factory waste directly allowed to flow into the water bodies, then obviously it will harm to the water bodies, then the aquatic life will be harmed by this type of the factory waste. Then the acidic nature should be reduced. We should try to reduce this acidic nature by adding the quick lime and the slag lime in it. And then this water should be, after adding these chemicals in it, then the water should be released to the water body, so that it will not produce harm to the organisms which are living in it. Okay, now chapter is going to be finished. Thank you.